What's up, YouTube? Solestate here. A lot of people ask questions about our reselling botting community that don't know anything about it, and when we try to answer it, sometimes we sound foolish and we can't get our point across, and at the end of the day, we may not even know why we do certain things ourselves. One of the biggest questions that I get asked when I talk about reselling, botting, and everything, I mention a term and they say, "What's that?" Every time I mention a cook group, someone is just baffled. They can't understand what it is, why you would pay for it, or anything like that. So, in your opinion, if you had to describe it to someone, what would you say a cook group is? What are the qualities and specifications that you would list whenever describing it? Comment down below in your own words, 1 to 2 sentences, and tell me what a cook group is, because I want to hear your answers. And before we start this video, guys, I am going to tell you that I am going to be 1000% biased in this video, and I am going to try to sell you on my new cook group, Soul Palace. Soul Palace is launching next week at $30 a month, and for the features that we have, $30 a month is a steal. And at the end of this video, I hope that you agree with me and that you want to join Soul Palace. But I am not going to try to fool you and say that I'm not recommending my own cook group, because I am. So, in this video, we're going to go over what a cook group is, some of the features of cook groups, what you should look for whenever purchasing a membership to one, and ultimately, why you should choose Soul Palace and why you should join my cook group. If you guys do want to join, there is a wait list down in the description. We are not live yet. We will be live next week, and we are only taking limited members on this first run, and we already have a lot of people on the wait list. Join the wait list, guys. We are going to do it as fair as possible, and you will not be charged unless you get selected and moved into the cook group next week. So with that being said, guys, let's move into what is a cook group, why it's so important, and what you should look for when joining one. Alright, guys, so when describing a cook group, we could describe what it is, what we do in it all day long, and we could list countless characteristics of them. I'm going to try to boil it down into 4, and I know these aren't the only 4, but these are 4 I feel like that are very important, and that a lot of people, they use these as benchmarks whenever considering what cook group to join. And the first thing that a cook group does is simply provide information. Guys, that's ultimately what the purpose of a cook group is. It's to give you the information that you need to cook releases, right? So whenever you look at groups and you're trying to decide on one, look at the information that they're providing, and you can do that by looking at the monitors and the release guides that they offer. Do they even offer release guides, or do they have monitors? There are a lot of cook groups that don't have monitors, or their monitors are super limited. Shameless plug, Soul Palace monitors over 1,000 websites. Every site you could think of, whether it be foot sites, sneakers, Supreme, all Shopify websites, Hibbit, we offer monitoring for every single one of those sites, and also retail sites as well if you're into consoles, GPUs, things like that. So the number one thing to look at in a cook group is what type of information they provide, and obviously how accurate is it. The second thing you want to look at is Groupbuys. Now, I'm not going to lie, there are a couple cook groups that I'm in just for the Groupbuys, okay? And Groupbuys are super important because, honestly, guys, these bots and some of these proxy groups, they're just like shoes. You can't get them unless you have assistance. So the cook group is the affiliate between the bot, the proxy company, whatever, that allows you to have the opportunity to get into that specific thing. I can't tell you how many bots I have gotten just from Groupbuys. My favorite bot, and I think the bot that my channel is built on, is Valor. And I got that through a Groupbuy with a cook group. So sometimes it's worth being in a group just because of the connections that they have with these different bot companies. And that kind of leads us into the third point about cook groups, networking. But networking is not just about who the people who own the cook group know, so you can get better bots, proxies, servers, things like that. It's also about who you meet in these cook groups. I have met some great people in these groups. Some are really good friends, some are business partners, Some have turned into people who sponsor me in different areas. But guys, when you're in these cook groups, the important thing is to make good relationships. And I see it all the time. No one wants to be in a network with anyone who is negative or puts people down. Or if they do, then they're not the type of people I want to be in a network with or even know. And one thing that Soul Palace is really priding itself on is that this is a toxic-free cook group, okay? It really is. And I know it's incredible to say that, and people think, oh, okay, yeah, it's just some random guy saying that. But it's something that we don't put up with, that we're not going to tolerate from anyone, whether it be a member, a staff member, or an owner. So if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced botter, this is a group that you can come to, ask questions, befriend people, and honestly just make genuine relationships without feeling judged or like you're going to be made fun of for anything. And I'm sure right now there are people probably trying to comment negative stuff on this video and tell me how unrealistic that is, or I'm only making a group because I see that happen to me or to other people that I know, which is true. But this is truly a group where the community is everything, and you can feel safe in this group and make genuine relationships and friendships. So I think that's super important. And then the fourth thing that I'll talk about is a cook group is supposed to solve your problems. They're supposed to solve all of your problems. A cook group is giving you the answers to the test. So the cook groups that you're in, are they providing you the answers? I see a lot of cook groups where people are trying to seek out answers and they just get ask the bot, ask the proxy company, instead of actually helping that person. And that's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to look out for one another. And especially if you're in the same group, you're supposed to look out for your fellow group mates. But people don't, because they're selfish and they want to keep the information to themselves. They don't like to share. In my group, that's one thing that we're going to pride ourselves on, is sharing all information, solving everyone's problem, and giving everyone the best chance to cook releases. Those are the four things, guys, that are really important whenever you're trying to decide on a cook group. I know this video wasn't very long. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you watched it all the way through. And I hope that you'll consider joining Soul Palace. Give us a chance, guys. We're not one of the big name cook groups. We're just starting out. But we are full of a community of owners and staff members who just truly want to help everyone become the best version of themselves when it comes to their reselling career. So I hope that you guys check out the waitlist down in the description. Like I said, it's filling up fast, but we're going to take as many people as we can, and we will restock frequently. I hope that you guys enjoy the video. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will hopefully see you in Soul Palace. This is Solestate, signing out.